said, my name is Nestor Taffur, and I'm a junior at Boston University. I'm also currently a member of the wrestling team there. Today I'm here to share a little bit more of my life story. So prior to becoming a follower, my identity was heavily invested in wrestling, and all of my focus was in winning matches and reaching the pinnacle of the sport. Every time I stepped on the mat, I was wrestling for my own personal glory, to get my own satisfaction out of it. My performance was a big part of how I measured myself because I felt like it was the only way to gain approval of others. It wasn't until the passing of my grandfather where I really started to think about spiritual life and the meaning of life altogether. I started really looking at myself and realized I was living life to my own terms, and there's something missing. I knew there had to be more to life than just a physical existence. I arrived on campus in my freshman year. I was a member of the Division I wrestling team, and again, wrestling continued to be my identity. It was at one of our Sunday trips to church where we were approached by a staff member of Cru with a chance to get involved. I knew this chance was no coincidence. It was an opportunity that I knew I wanted to take to, really respond to all those spiritual questions I still had. It was around then when I started meeting with Brian Ellis and was able to learn more about the spiritual life and what it meant to really know God. I started to build a relationship with the Lord, and He started to work in my life in ways I didn't think were possible. I learned more about His unconditional love, even though we didn't deserve it. To have someone that cares for you so much, regardless of the amount of time you reject and neglect them, was something that was truly special. It really pulled me in to want to learn more. I also began to realize it wasn't all about winning or losing on the mat. God had a better plan for us. He had equipped me with a set of talents that would serve as a useful source for something bigger. More specifically, the wrestling team has always been a close set of guys that truly cared for each other. The more I grew in my faith, the more I learned to care about my teammates in a different and meaningful way. I knew that the Lord was using me to help them grow spiritually the way I had my first few years at college. I've been recently named one of the captains for the upcoming season, and I believe this is the way that the Lord wants to use me to lead these guys on and off the mat. This spring I decided to start my own Bible study. First time around, I had no one show up, and it was really discouraging. After a few more prayers, the second time I had 8 guys show up, and half which were not even Christian. It was this point in my spiritual journey where I really started to see the transition in my identity. I know that I'm not perfect, but my faith has helped me become the better person that I am today. Since I've received Christ in my life, I've joined a beautiful community that I've learned so much from. I will continue these experiences in wrestling as a source to grow and reach out to others. For this, I am grateful of the Lord and everything He provides in my life. Thank you for your time.